So the Sonic Racing CrossWorlds Beta just ended, and I think I'm having withdrawals.
I miss
Sonic Racing CrossWorlds.
Tails. I miss her a lot. I'll be back.
After clocking in 25 whole hours with the game, streaming for about 8 hours, and winning enough games to reach an A- in the world ranking, I've gotta say, the experience was somehow both pleasantly surprising and equally infuriating at the same time. I don't even know how that happens, man. That's crazy. Ever since the video I made talking about my initial impressions of the beta, I have gotten so much better at this game, and I think I can now much better articulate what I really enjoyed about it and what I feel still significantly needs improvement. First of all, let's be real here. The game still feels really unfair. Getting good can only get you so far, cause winning a race pretty much just boils down to RNG. I put out these tweets on Twitter and I still stand by them, man. It quite literally is a way better strategy to just suck ass in the first 2 laps, save a drill, catch up, and win in the final lap than it is to actually do well early on in the race. But anyways, I finally found the gadget build that worked best for me and gotten me consistently more wins, which makes sense. You know, I played the game for 25 hours now. I know what to expect, how the tracks are designed, how the tricks work, how important rings are, how often you collide into other players, so this is definitely the best gadget build given all of those factors. And it's so interesting because it's definitely not the one I thought I would have made back when I dropped my gadgets video, because this is the perfect example of how things can be completely different on paper than in execution. I was like, I'm probably never going to be using any of these ring gadgets. I'm sure it's going to be like Team Sonic Racing. There's going to be an abundance of rings. We'll be good. But nope. I need these ring gadgets, man. But yeah, despite the fact that I've learned how to play the game a lot better and have consistently gotten more wins, that hasn't really changed my opinion of the game all that much since the impressions video. I still mostly use the handling cars because they really aren't that much slower than the speed and acceleration cars, at least from my experience. And I don't know, there's still really no reason for me to use the power cars. Maybe I'll find one when the game drops, I don't know. And of course, the items still need to be seriously tweaked. Remember when I said that something needs to change, but I didn't know exactly what it was? Well, the more I thought about it, the more I realized that you could go about balancing in so many different ways. Just about any change, even the smallest of changes, would really help. Anything from reducing the frequency of the item spawns to reducing the frequency of obtaining powerful items would be the easiest ways to go about fixing the item balance issue. You could also make it so that some of the items have their abilities reworked, like for example slicers. Not only do they slow you down significantly, but they also steal one of your items, which I think is just far too punishing. Especially when we got another item in the game, you know, the Nickelodeon slime, which also gets rid of your items. So why not just remove the ability for the slicer to steal your items and just have it punish you by slowing you down? Heck, some of the items just feel kind of redundant, like having both boost wisps and laser wisps in the game feels kind of pointless when it feels like really the only major differences between them are the animations and I guess the number of wisps you can hold. Conversely though, I still think the gadget system was actually handled spectacularly. There were only a few gadgets I think could have been changed, like all of the item chance up gadgets, especially the boost item chance up one. I think they should all take up a maximum of 1 gadget slot since it didn't matter which of them I equipped. I never felt the odds of me getting those specific items significantly increased when they were active. I still think drifting on water and in the air should work a little bit more like it does on land so that the transitions from driving on land to flying in the sky to racing on water doesn't immediately feel jarring, and so that there's much more consistency with the controls overall. That being said though, when working on the initial impressions video, I was mostly playing on my own, but once I found out how to queue into a game with friends, and I stopped sweating my ass off and not caring about the rank, genuinely some of the most fun I've ever had in a racing game. And of course, I already know everyone in the comments is probably going to say something like, well, obviously, playing games with friends is usually way more fun than playing on your own because no matter how good or bad the game is, you're mostly just there to hang out with your buds, but still, the chaotic nature of this game, the chaotic mayhem of this game makes it way more fun because you get a live reaction to the people getting pissed off when getting absolutely eviscerated with the billions of items you just keep chucking at them. So it's really satisfying. And I also played Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed and Team Sonic Racing Online with friends before, and none of those were nearly this chaotic. So what's next? Well, like I said in my How to Play Sonic Racing CrossWorlds early video, after the beta ends, you should have received an email containing a survey asking you about your thoughts on the experience. Highly recommend you take the 5 minutes to really sit with it and truly think about what it is that you liked and what you disliked, and be sure to describe it in as much detail as possible so that hopefully Sonic Team hears you out and makes the adjustments you specify without overcorrecting, as they tend to do sometimes. Good news, even if you didn't get into the beta or you didn't have a PlayStation 5, as long as you signed up for the closed network test while the application submission period was still active, then you should have still received the email containing the survey, which upon completion will grant you 2 free rewards when the game launches, an in-game decal and an in-game title plate, which both have exclusive closed network test designs. Normally, I wouldn't really advocate for doing surveys on things you haven't had the chance to play yourselves, but I think in this case, because there is a question in the survey that asks you literally, have you played it or have you not played it, then you could just judge the game based on what you saw in my videos. I don't know, man, just get your free stuff. By the way, apparently some people got emails back saying that they haven't been selected to participate in the closed network test this time around, which really sucks. I mean, if I got that email, I'd probably just... But anyways, they did mention to keep an eye out for CrossWorlds emails to be one of the first to know about potential future game tests, news, and events from Sega, so judging by that statement alone, it's probably safe to assume that we'll be getting more playtests on other platforms in the near future. By the way, it's worth noting that all the progress you made during the beta is not going to save and carry over to the final game, so keep that in mind. So what can we expect next? Well, hopefully more betas, hopefully with the addition of the extreme gear, because I really think we need to get a chance to try those out before the game officially launches so that we can give them all our feedback on what we think of them and how they compare to the Riders games. We already know that the extreme gear is going to be playable with the cars in the same matches. I just don't think the game's going to launch with a game mode that allows you to play only with the extreme gear, but depending on how well they play, I would like to see that. But it's pretty obvious it's going to be another type of vehicle, because if you go into vehicle customization, you're going to see that there's a category with question marks, which is a huge indicator that they're probably going to be called quote-unquote boost types. It's a simple name, fits with the other ones like speed, handling, whatever, and it fits what they described about how the boards are going to have a boost-based gameplay style. Other than that, hopefully we get an official release date, because we still don't know exactly when this game is going to drop. If you want my 2 cents, I'm willing to bet that it's going to drop sometime this summer, probably on Sonic's birthday. That's just a guess though, I don't know exactly, but I just know it probably won't be any later than that, because GTA 6 does come out this year, and with how much of a juggernaut the Grand Theft Auto series is in gaming, I doubt Sega would risk releasing CrossWorlds around when GTA 6 is expected to release. Anyways, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think of the beta in the comments down below, if you played it. If not, let me know what you think based on the gameplay you've seen so far. Are you looking forward to the game? Are you going to be picking it up? That's all from me. Peace out. Thank you for watching this video. Massive shout out to all the channel members, man. You guys are insane. We got Ice Sonic, Marcos Vinicius, Sonic2737, Minecraft B, Robert Miller, Matt Wan, Blinky, Overburned Toast, PFA, That Guy Biz, Ultra STH Gaming, Mystic1998, BTB, Star, Unlaquendero Mass, Finny Boy, Deteri, Epic Red, Lincoln Bio, SEA, Rihanna Almore CPU, Astral Drink, Nokai, Azora, The Fallen Star, SF Productions, Lil D, Oxy High, Teddy, Joel Not Joel, Vice Hella, Stephigener, Big Pern Gaming, James, Nostalgia Addict, Goku Black, and MLM0130 the Tunes Maker. If you'd like to become a channel member, be sure to hit that join button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.